Today I'd like to show you how to use Google Plus to find more followers, to engage in relevant communities, and and hopefully to lead to more customers for your business. And firstly, this tutorial is for people who have set up a website for their business, who have set up a Google Plus page for their business, and for people who already have put social sharing icons on their website to allow people to share their content on Google Plus and other social platforms. Firstly, I've just logged in. I've got basic home feed page up at the moment. I just logged in as one of my pages, and wanted to show you what happens when you use the searches to narrow down and find relevant areas. Let's say you're a business that sells. Let's say you're a local flower retailer. So you sell flowers for all occasions, weddings, special occasions, Valentine's Day, so forth. So you've set up a website and you've set yourself up a Google Plus page, and now you want to find conversations to engage in that will lead to more people following your page, more people engaging in your page or engaging on your page, and ultimately more customers. So you could just straight away type in flowers. Now, if you type in flowers and you hit enter or you click on the search icon here, now it's going to bring up a feed of what's happening in Google Plus with the keyword flowers. Okay. Now straight away you can see some nice pictures, and that's probably a very important thing to quickly note. One of the most commonly shared items on social platforms are pictures. So if you're looking to find ways to make sure that your content is being shared, share pictures. Okay, so at the moment it's set to everything. Let's go across to communities. Now you can see that there are communities that talk about flowers. And you can quickly see, if we look at, say, one of the ones at the top, flowers and animals, there are over 26,000 members and 112,000 posts. So you can tell straight away that it looks like it's quite an active community. And if this is a relevant area to your business, you may want to follow this community. So if we were to click across to that community, okay, you may want to join the community. There's the option there. And then you would like to engage on the posts for that page. Okay, so you could see that there are plenty of opportunities there to +1, okay, to show that you approve of that page, that post rather, that photo, picture, whatever it might be, and you can add a comment. Okay, you have to join the community first to comment. So this is one way to find conversations that are happening in Google Plus at the moment in your related area. And this might not necessarily be your geographically local area, but it's local or it's related to your market, related to your business, related to your industry. And by engaging here on a community that is active, then you have the opportunity of people perhaps popping across and engaging on your page or following your page as well. So it's a good quick way on Google Plus to find some conversations that are happening around your topic of interest, around your industry, and actually engaging and finding opportunities to have other people engage with you. We just pop back across to the search, the initial search. Okay, so that's communities. There are other ways of filtering through the search here as well. Okay, and that can certainly allow you to find more specific information. But let's leave this page for a moment and let's think about it more in terms of geographics. Okay, so in terms of your local business. Okay, because it could well be that every person that's engaged on this particular community, there's no one in your local area. So it may not necessarily lead directly to more customers for your shop or your store. However, you have to remember that social media is about being social. It's about conversations, about building communities, and about being engaged online socially. So the idea is that it's not just directly about finding customers and only having customers comment on your posts. It's about having other people um, commenting and talking to you about your field of work. Okay, because if someone comes across to your page and they can see that you're active on Google Plus and that there are people that talk to you and ask you questions and you answer questions, then that in itself is great for promoting that you are a business that's interested in helping people, a business that's interested in what you're selling and what your product is. And so you're not actually necessarily promoting your business as such, not saying, hey, look at this product I sell, why don't you come and buy it? But you're promoting your business in a way that's natural, okay? In a way that people see, oh, you're not just trying to sell me something, you're actually interesting, okay? So that's a good thing about getting engaged on communities on Google Plus as your business page. But let's look more at the local side of it. So if we go on the side here and we go down to local, okay? So now you could see that it's already found my location. I'm in Melbourne, okay? And straight away, it's bringing up things that it might think might be interesting for me. Now, again, I'm going to type into the top here, flowers, okay? The difference this time is that it's going to find items on Google Plus about flowers in my local area. And more specifically, it's looking for local Google Plus pages. So we'll do the search. Now, this is now bringing up local business pages. So local business Google Plus pages. Now you might be thinking, well, my business is flowers. I'm a flower retailer. I don't necessarily want to comment on my competitors' pages. That's a good point, and you possibly don't want to comment on your Google your competitors' pages. It's a good opportunity to see how your competitors are setting up their pages, however, so I'd be inclined to have a look at some of them. Let's have a look at just this one here first, the Bridge Road Florist. Okay, now notice, I'll draw your attention to the fact that it only has an about and a photos. It doesn't have posts or any other relevant information. Now, a lot of the Google local pages are transitioning across at the moment to Google Plus local pages. So you will find that there will be some missing items here if businesses haven't actually set them up as a Google Plus local page. So here, good opportunity though, have a quick look at your competitor's local page, see some of their reviews, and just have an idea of how your competitors are doing their promotions on Google Plus or not. Okay, let's go back a page. Alright, let's have a look at this one here. Lucy Loves Charlie Flowers. Alright, now we see it a little bit different here. This is a Google Plus local page. We have posts, photos, videos. Again, we have the contact information, and again, you've got some reviews there as well. If we click across to the posts, just so I can show you something. Okay, so when we click across to the posts, you can see here it says that nothing's been shared with me. Now, there's a couple of possibilities here. One is that this particular Google Plus local page, the business doesn't like to share their posts with anyone but the people that are following them. If that's how you do your business, it's not advised to do it this way, because it can be a little bit off-putting for people to feel that they have to follow you to know what you're talking about on social media. In some instances, it may be relevant for your business to restrict the view of posts based on followers only. But generally, I would say you are better off not to restrict it this way. Another reason could be that this particular business just hasn't actually put any posts to their page yet. In Australia, I've noticed that a lot of businesses are a bit slow to take on Google Plus, which is probably holding them up a bit in their ability to be found online. So I'd encourage you to use Google Plus. So if we go back, so given that information, it's important to note that it's going to be a bit of a hit and miss. Okay, typing in some keywords here and then going across and seeing. So say for example your business is flowers, maybe a related area is gardens or wedding receptions perhaps. Okay, because again you're a flower business, so you're looking for related fields to your industry that people that perhaps see those pages might also be interested in your pages. So you can see going across here that there are a range of pages. Again, clicking through to them, you'll find out quickly if they're actually a Google Plus local page, if they've set up for posts, and also if there are any comments or any posts on their Google Plus page. So that may be an area you can look at. Perhaps another area might be photography. Okay, so again, that's a related area to flowers, because often flowers are used in places where they also hire photographers. So we could look at photography, or perhaps we could look at photographers. Okay, so photography is near Melbourne. So we have a few Google Plus pages here. So perhaps we'll go even further and we'll try and narrow it down to wedding photographers in our local area. Remember, again, you can filter this by being more specific. You could put your exact suburb there if you wanted to, or again, you could open up the area by putting less. So you could just put in Victoria and search all over Victoria. Okay, so alright, so here's one here, Boxer Visual Studio Productions. Let's have a look at this one. Okay, so we have a Google Plus page. Oh, we do have posts on this one, so let's have a look. Alright, so this is where you have an opportunity, if you're, in this example, a flower business, a retailer, you may want to comment on this particular picture, or you might want to comment on this particular picture. Just a nice, comment, like perhaps you love the way that they've done a mix of the old style photography with the new, whatever it might be that you think is relevant, and it doesn't. You don't want it to just be, oh, this is nice. It needs to be an interesting comment if you're going to add a comment onto a page. But of course, when you add that comment, it's going to show up as your Google Plus local business page, if that's how you've signed in as. And so that's an opportunity, therefore, for people to find your business if they happen to be looking at these posts on this particular photographer's Google Plus local page. And indeed, if there are other comments here, then that would be good too, because you could be responding to other comments, and again, you're engaging on the social media. So that's one way to use the Google Plus local options to find local businesses. And again, it doesn't have to be directly related to your industry. Okay, you might just be interested in other businesses in your local area, and you want to comment on their pages because, again, you're reaching out to other businesses. So these can be ways where you can promote yourself in Google Plus without actually physically promoting yourself. So you're basically engaging in conversations to be found, and ultimately that will lead indirectly that leads to people coming across to your page, and it could even lead to further business. So this is a way to use Google Plus to engage as your local business page.